one of the difficult parts in writing this book was finalizing the chapters. There were so many things which I wanted to share. So, trying to put everything into 21 chapters. Because I was very clear in my mind that I want to write 21 chapters. Okay, being a 21st birthday, I must have 21 lessons, 21 chapters. It should all come in 21 chapters. So that was the basic idea. And I think more or less I managed to achieve the purpose by putting these into 21 chapters. Now, if you ask me which is my favorite chapter, I'll say one of my favorite chapters is talent is not enough. Talent is not enough. I see a lot of these youngsters, they're very talented, they're very confident about what they're doing, but somehow, there is something which is missing. And what is missing is I'll give you an example. We were very clear in our mind. Weber had got a 10 CGPA in his 10th. In his 12th, he was well prepared. He had done all the trial exams, had come out very well. We were very clear that he'll get 98, 99%, and because he wanted to be an investment banker, he wanted to get into a commerce college, and at least I was aiming for an SRCC admission, that at least he'll go to my college. It would have been a great moment of pride also for me. But when his results actually came, he got a 90% instead of a 98, 99% that we were expecting. And surprise of surprise, in English he got 69, which was, I don't know, whatever, rather than... But if you ask me, serendipity does play a role. Because he couldn't get into DU, into SRCC, he went to Narsi Munji. We applied in Narsi Munji and we got Narsi Munji. And he went to Narsi Munji. And, at the end of now that he's coming to an end of his graduation, I feel that Bombay has given him a much better exposure. And if he wants to be in the financial services industry, I think Bombay will give him a much better exposure than possibly Delhi could have. Not that Delhi DU is not good. I think DU SRCC is still the best. But still, the kind of exposure that possibly he required, maybe he got a better exposure, and the kind of curriculum which they had in Narsi Munji, I think whatever I could follow, it was more practical. So that is what I think was important. Now, certain other chapters, like the chapter of the art of saying no. We all face this problem, and youngsters also do. Peer pressure is there, things are there. We are not able to say no. So how do we say no to something? That is another chapter which I really liked writing about. Then how to handle failure. See, because failure is going to be a part of life. And how we can overcome that failure is going to define us. Is going to tell us, okay, how successful are we going to be? Because we need to learn from our mistakes. We need to ensure that we don't make those same mistakes again. So these kind of things. Then these softer aspects, like what is the role of friends? What is the role of family? What is the role of religion? How important is money? All these are separate chapters which are there, in which I've tried to tell him or give him a perspective on it. See, finally, my perspective is going to be different from their perspective, from the perspective of today's youth. I've just tried to give my perspective, whatever I have learned over the years, and I tried to tell them, okay, see, this is what it is and how it should be done. Finally, it is their call. They have to decide how they want to do it. So this is the way I've done it. Then certain other things like adapt to change. We need to change with times, and at least this generation, the change is happening much faster. So we need to adapt much faster. So they have to be open about it. Similarly, there's a chapter on learning, that life is a continuous learning. The person who thinks that he knows everything, boss, he knows nothing. The learning starts from once you've decided, once you know that you know nothing. It's not that you know nothing, but there is a lot more to learn. That is what is important. And the most important, there's one of the initial chapters is be a good human being, success will follow. And that has been my mantra actually for life also. As long as you are a good human being, you don't need to bother about success. Because success will come. And you have to define your own rule of success or your own definition of success. For me, success is being a good human being. money, titles, all that will happen here. Once you're a good human being, once people look up to you, once, if you can help somebody in the time of need, if somebody can come up to you when he needs something and you can offer a shoulder, I think that is a very, very important thing to do. If you can empathize, I think empathy is one of the most important values or characteristics that everybody should have. So, and this world needs a lot of empathy. So that is something. So this is what we've tried to cover in this book, what I've tried to cover in this book. Another thing that I've said is about the joy of giving. Because giving gives you far more pleasure than anything else. And once you start giving, once you start sharing, you will realize that the amount of pleasure you get from that is far, far more than the amount of pleasure that you get from receiving. And it's a basic law of nature that you have to give first to receive something in return. You have to be kind to people and people will be kind to you. You have to be nice to people and people will be nice to you. These are some very, very basic things. Then finally, I've ended with, you need to follow your dream, follow your passion. You need to find, as they say, this wonderful Japanese book was written about finding your ikigai. You need to find your ikigai and you need to pursue it. That, I think, is the whole purpose of this book. And like I've said earlier also, even if one person, not only Weber, but even if one person is able to read this and get inspired by it and become a successful human, I will feel that my job has been done. So that's what is it all about.